I'm going to show you today how to make a fabulous split pea soup. I'm now going to add my ham hock to the soup. So I'm just going to place it in there. And as you notice, I kind of held it with the paper that it came wrapped around. That way, I don't have to go wash my hands again. When you touch raw meat, or even though this is smoked, you still are going to need to wash your hands. So have really good hygiene in the kitchen. So I've added that to there. You want to make sure it's submerged. Mine's almost submerged. I may need to add a little bit more water. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to this. And the tiniest bit of salt. I'm not going to add a lot of salt because that ham hock is already salty and will impart a salty flavor to the soup. So I'm just going to add a pinch of salt. You can test the soup once it's done cooking. It now needs to cook for at least an hour. Once you've cooked this soup, you can take the ham hock out. If it hasn't shredded on its own, you can shred it on a plate and then add the meat back to the soup. But you can also, before you add the meat back to the soup, if you have an immersion blender, one of those blenders that goes actually in the liquid, you can blend this soup, or you can add a little bit of it. You'll have to let it cool down a little bit and put it in your blender if you like a creamier soup. Then you can add the pieces of ham hock back and it'll be ready to eat.